Hello, everybody. Lisa here from Bariatric Surgery Nutrition, your trusted source for nutrition information after bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery. I am going to review the McDonald's protein smoothie today for you guys. There was a vote that we had put up, a poll that we had posted on our page. And we're going to go and see if I can get that information for you. We posted a poll asking, do you think that McDonald's protein smoothie is it a good choice after surgery or not? And to be truthful and to be honest, when I posted that, I actually did not look at the nutrition information. I did not look at the ingredients. I posted it up and just figured it would be a challenge for myself to figure this out on the spot. So let me get to that poll. We have 49 votes starting this morning. And a whopping 46 people said that no, the McDonald's protein smoothie is not a good option. And 3 people said that it is a good option. And we had some comments there about how it's a lot of sugar going in and it's quite a lot of calories. And yeah, so let's just take a look at that. So we're gonna give you a dietitian's perspective on McDonald's protein smoothie. And I'm so disappointed that I can't actually share my screen with you right now as I'm speaking. That's a shame, but I'll post the links that I'm looking at and show you this afterwards. So I'm looking at the McDonald's Canada website for the nutrition information. So looking specifically at, and again, I will post every link to this afterwards. Oh, actually, I can't post a link. It won't actually let me. Oh, McDonald's, make your website a bit better. Anyway, so we're looking at the mango pineapple protein smoothie. And that gives us, and this is for a medium, 340 calories, 61 grams of carbs, 19 grams of protein. So let's break this down. Forgetting the calories for the moment, I like the protein content. 19 grams of protein for a smoothie when you're on the go and you need a snack, you just don't have time to eat, you forgot your snack at home. That's a really good number. 19 grams is fantastic. So if you're looking for a protein snack, try to aim for at least 8 grams, at least if it's going to be in solid form, and ideally 15 grams if it's going to be in liquid form. So I do like the 19 grams quite a bit. The 61 grams of carbs, however, that is a lot. That's a lot. And I mean, when we look at the source of it, it is concentrated pineapple juice, concentrated mango puree. It does have fruit in there, but I still think that despite that, it is quite a bit of sugar. I mean, to have 61 grams of carb from a fruit source, you'd have to eat 4 fruits to get that. And there's no way that after bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery that you'd be able to fit in 4 fruits into your stomach in one sitting or as quickly as you can probably drink one of these smoothies. So I do think the 61 grams of carbs is quite a bit. And it's all across the board, no matter what flavor you're choosing. The strawberry mango, there's the one I just reviewed, which is the mango pineapple. There was a banana strawberry one. So again, they're all in the same range, 55 grams of carb, up to 60 grams of carb. But that protein is pretty good. So I looked a little bit further, and first off, we're gonna reduce the portion size because portion is the easiest way to cut back on the amount of sugar in this situation. We also cut down on the amount of protein. So going for a small, we have for the same product, a small mango pineapple protein smoothie. We have 13 grams of protein, still a very good number, but we still have 48 grams of carbs. So it is quite a bit. And I'm not saying carbs is a bad thing, but it is quite a bit because again, if I were to compare that to eating a fruit, you would not be able to eat that amount of fruit in one sitting. Or as easily after surgery. So again, we are talking after surgery here. So 48 grams of carb is quite a bit. So my instinct right off the bat is going to be not a good source just because the carbs are so high. But, and here's the twist. When I look at the strawberry mango pineapple protein smoothie, you're able to remove either the strawberry or the mango pineapple fruit base. And when we do that, that actually results in a really good product. That results in let me just bring that down to a small because we do want a small, we do not want a medium. That brings us down from, I'm gonna keep the mango pineapple, but I'm gonna take away the strawberry. So I'm guessing they mix both fruit bases in to give you that mixture. But if I take away one of the fruit bases, it will make less volume. I don't think they're going to add extra ice to make up for the fact. They're not going to be adding extra yogurt that they're adding in either. But it brings it down to 13 grams of protein for a small. So we have not changed the protein content whatsoever, but we brought the carbs down from 55 to 27. For only 170 calories. So that's a huge drop. So 27 grams of carb, it still comes out to almost about 2 fruits, but I think that's actually a pretty decent number considering. So if you're on the go and you're stuck, my suggestion would be go and get the strawberry, mango, pineapple protein smoothie, or ask, can we cut down on the fruit base that's being added? If they can cut out half of the fruit base in that drink, it will make less volume, as we've said. Maybe you can ask them to add extra water if you'd like. I haven't actually tried it myself, so I don't know what that would taste like. Is it really going to dilute it, or is it also already extra sweet to begin with? So it may mellow it out, if anything. But 170 calories, 27 grams of carb, 13 grams of protein. If you're on the go, you're busy, you don't have anything else to have, as opposed to skipping a snack and then going home several hours later famished, and then eating too quickly, blocking or vomiting or feeling very unwell, I think it's actually a pretty good option. So I don't think it's true of all the flavors. I think it's only the ones where you're mixing the fruit bases, but not a bad option. So, but the original product in its form, how they as they sell it, it is quite a bit of carb, and that one I probably would not suggest. So for those of you who've had the gastric bypass, as you know, there is dumping syndrome that can happen after surgery, so that would not be the best option for you. But again, if you do cut it down to about 27 grams of carb, depending how sensitive you are, some people may have dumping if you're extremely, extremely sensitive. But if you're able to eat 2 bites of a piece of a chocolate bar and not have dumping, not that I'm suggesting you test it out, but if you know that you're actually able to tolerate that amount of sugar, then I think that you might get away with this, especially because the protein is so high. So the fact that, yes, there's a bit of a higher carb content, that protein together will actually blunt the effect of dumping. But it won't do that if the carb is 55. That's just way too high. So that's my suggestion. And I took the time while I was preparing for this Facebook Live video to take a look at some other options, just to see what else is a good option on their menu if you're on the go, if you don't actually want that protein smoothie. Another great option would be the latte. And the latte itself, with even 2% milk, we'll just keep it at 2%, not a huge deal at the moment. One medium latte is 170 calories, 14 grams of carb, and that carb is coming from the milk itself. So carb does not stand for sugars or added sugars. It's all sugars, whether it's a form of lactose or whether it's a form of sugars being added, whether it's in the form of starch. So just so that you're aware of that, the 14 grams of carb are not to be afraid of. It is from the milk itself. And there's 11 grams of protein, so that's a pretty good option as well if you're really trying to make sure you have that protein in there. It is a very good option. So the 2% latte, not a bad option, but keep in mind that those numbers are not counting the sugar being added. So if you are adding sugar, the carb content will go up and the calories will go up as well. So if it's one little pack of sugar, not to be concerned with, but when you do ask McDonald's or Tim Hortons or any other, or Starbucks, anyone, any coffee shop or any fast food chain, when they're preparing that coffee for you behind their counters and you ask for 1 sugar, it's actually not 1 sugar pack. It's 1 sugar in proportion to the size of the drink that you're having. So if you're having, for example, a large coffee and you ask for 1 sugar or 2 sugars, you may actually have anywhere between 2 to 4 packs of sugars added to that coffee. So always better to ask for the sugar packet on the side and add it yourself so that you know what's actually going into it. I also continued on with the drinks. So we're just looking at drinks today. There's a mango pineapple smoothie with yogurt. And there's a mango pineapple smoothie without yogurt. I thought that's interesting. Well, yogurt has protein, so that might be a really good option. And dietitian or no dietitian, ultimately, at the end of the day, lesson learned, if you do not look at the numbers, you have no idea what's actually in there. So I think the biggest deceptive drink that McDonald's actually has on their menu is that smoothie with yogurt. It's the biggest waste of time. So let's compare them. So the one with yogurt has 250 calories, 57 grams of carb, 3 grams of protein. The one without yogurt, 260 calories. So funny enough, it's higher in calorie by 10 calories, more carbs, 63 grams, and 1 gram of protein. So the one with yogurt is adding absolutely no value. So if you're gonna stay away from something, stay away from that smoothie with yogurt. I think it just adds a touch of creaminess, but it's not adding any kind of nutritional value whatsoever. So my suggestions as a bariatric surgery specialized dietitian is the latte, decaf if you actually don't want to have, or simply a glass of milk could easily just do it. But if it's evening time, probably go for a decaf so that the caffeine doesn't disturb your sleep. But otherwise, a protein smoothie, not a bad option if you can ask them to cut their food base in half. So I haven't actually tried it myself. I haven't actually gone there and asked myself, can they do it? And if we do cut it in half and maybe add extra water, what is it actually tasting like? So if any of you have tried it or are about to try it, let me know. Leave a comment here on this page and let me know, and for myself and for others who are on this Facebook page, let us know what you think of it. Let us know if it actually tastes just as good, and share that feedback so we can all help each other out. So I hope you liked this little product review. If you have any products that you'd like for us to go over and reflect on, or maybe fast food items, because let's get real, life is busy and sometimes we do have to rely on fast food. So if there's any products out there that you want us to look over and give our feedback to, just send us a message and we'll absolutely do so for you. So have a good evening, everybody.